And we are back with part 2 of this Digimon Adventure Try English dub cast listing discussion. So what I wanted to do for this was sort of just touch on what we where we left off, and give people sort of an idea of what to expect from the new people, because I mean, they have some good credits behind them, but it comes back to what I was saying in the original videos. It sort of has to be an all or nothing situation. You recast everybody or you recast nobody. And so far, Izzy, Sora and Mimi are the only ones whose voices haven't been recast yet. So 3 out of 8. If that number was the other way around and it was only 3 out of 8 that had been recast, I wouldn't have such an issue. Right now, Joshua Seth is holding all the cards, because if half the kids come back, that could be something of a victory. At the moment, not so much. But so let's take a look at our new castees. What their previous roles are, and maybe they'll be a good fit. I want to be wrong. Like when I see Adventure Tries dub, I want to be wrong. I want to be able to come out of the theater or turn off the Blu-ray or whatever and say, okay, I am able to admit when I was wrong. I don't know if it's going to go down like that. I'm filled with a lot of I mean, again, for lack of a better term, I honestly don't know how else to put it other than apprehension might be the word. So yeah, Tai is currently unknown. Joshua Seth needs to come back and make this 4 for 4 with the original cast. 4 returnees and 4 recasts is a better victory than 3 returnees and 5 recasts, I think. Especially if this is going to be advertised to be playing into people's nostalgia. But so we touched on Kyle Haber, who's the new Greymon taking over from Michael Lindsay, who isn't coming back as Joe, so would make sense that he's not coming back as Greymon either, I suppose. So yeah, Cominet and Gurren Lagann, Greymon Infusion, Darulumon Infusion, Ballistamon Infusion, older Gohan, the narrator in Dragon Ball Z. You know, quite a, like, Kyle Haber as a voice, you go, oh, that guy, awesome. You know, so you know you're in for something. Vic Mignogna, I mean, yeah, okay, fine, he was Christopher in Fusion and Mad Leomon. But, as I said in part 1, every time Matt speaks now, all you're going to hear is Christopher. Which, again, I mean, I know I'm repeating myself here, but when Colleen O'Shaughnessy took up the role... I said Christy in my last video, didn't I? Well, Christy was voiced by Rika's voice actress. Sorry. When Colleen O'Shaughnessy played Yoshino in Data Squad, and then went on to play Akari in Fusion, all I heard was Sora. I heard a more mature Sora through Yoshino. But it was still Sora, you know, and there's that association. It's like Derek Stephen Prince when he comes up in anything. I either hear Ken or I hear Vmon. You know, it's I just, and as I said earlier, I don't think Vic Mignogna's voice range fits Matt. I don't think Matt's sassy try-hard edge just does not suit the voice range and the characters that Vic Mignogna has played in the past, like Tamaki in Orin High School, Edward Elric in Full Metal Alchemist. You know, you tend to grease for a couple of lines in World Access Hitalia, or World whatever, in Hitalia. Or Axis Powers, there we are. Sorry, I'm getting flustered. You know, when Vic Mignogna is a voice, you go, oh, it's Vic. Okay. Please tell me anybody has looked at Edward Elric and gone, yeah, I could see you being Matt from Digimon. That's not... No. Just, no. So then Robbie Damon, who is our new Joe, he's new to Digimon, it seems. His biggest role at the moment, though, is Mamoru, or Tuxedo Mask, in the new Sailor Moon dubs. So the redubbing of the classic series, and then I suppose he's Tuxedo Mask in Crystal, I suppose, as well. Makes sense, given Christina V and Kate Higgins' involvement with Sailor Moon, and but if you like Tuxedo Mask in Sailor Moon these days, that's, take that voice, get some old clips of Joe in season 1 or season 2, and work it out yourself that way. Actually, somebody do that. Somebody take clips of Joe, voice lines from Tuxedo Mask, and put them together and give us an idea of what we're going to be getting out of Joe. I think that'd be hilarious. I might do it myself. I can't over the weekend because I'm going to have family over and the final Splatfest is on. But maybe sometime next week I'll do it. I have time off work coming up, so maybe I'll do it for shiz and giggles, as they say. Johnny Young Bosch is our new TK, as we said. He's not new to Digimon, though. He was Dracomon in Fusion. So, there's a bit part there for the Z Greymon episodes. Or when Mikey goes back to the digital world and finds it's been overrun by the seven deadly generals. So that's, so he was Dracomon. That's, yeah, okay. So he's been in a Digimon series before. But of course, everybody's going to know him best as Adam Park from Power Rangers, Vash the Stampede from Trigon, Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach, and countless others. So, is he right for TK? My nostalgia says no, and my common sense with Doug Erholtz being on the cast list says no. But again, as I said at the start of this, I want to be proven wrong. When I come out of the theater or turn off the Blu-ray, I want to go, yeah, okay, that worked. So, we'll move on. Tara Sands, we spoke about in the first video. She's Mokuba Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! So, much like when somebody takes Tuxedo Mask lines and adds them to Joe for video clips, I may have to take Mokuba Kaiba lines and put them on top of Kari and get a sense for what that's going to look like, because we're going to have to get used to it in a couple of months anyway, people. May as well start preparing early. Kate Higgins then. Kate Higgins is a funny one, because she's going to be Garomon, she's going to be Meikumon, and she's going to be Himekawa. I hope there's not too much crossover, that her voicing range... I'm not familiar with her Sailor Moon work, not going to lie. I think I know her from Rumble Roses and the Ninja Gaiden series. Yeah, I think that's about it. but I'm not familiar enough with her to be able to say, oh yeah, she can make Gatomon and Meikumon sound like two different characters, or Himekawa and Meikumon and Gatomon are going to sound like three different characters. Meikumon and Himekawa sounding similar might be kind of funny, given how Chapter 2 ended, and just, giving fans all sort of conspiracy theories about how they might be connected. But we know from the Japanese version that's bollocks, so it's just pipe dreaming on my end. Sort of like how when Tamers came out, everybody was convinced that Takato's teacher was Kari. It's which was an intentional casting choice because they do look similar. But yeah, I just hope that Kate Higgins has enough vocal range that the three characters aren't going to start sounding like each other. That'd be my only worry. And Doug Erholtz as Daigo. I mean, what more can I say? Fine, he's Daigo. That's awesome. Want to see how that goes. But why is he not TK? Just if he's in the studio, this isn't like Michael Reyes is in the studio playing somebody else and isn't playing Matt. Michael Reyes just isn't there at all. So if they have to cast somebody else as Matt, fair enough. But Doug Erholtz is going to be in the studio. Why can he not voice TK2? I don't get it. I don't. And as much as I want to give Johnny Young Bosch benefit of the doubt as TK, there's a huge part of my nostalgia and part of common sense in me that's just like, why? What happened here in contract negotiation that he's Daigo but not TK? And that one almost annoys me more than the Matt one, simply because he's in the studio. It's not like, But anyway, so that's my ranting and my thoughts on the new cast roles. It's great to see that for the most part the Digimon have all been recast correctly. We still don't know who's going to be playing Biyomon, but if one Digimon out of 8 or 9, sorry, no, because Gatomon's been recast. If one Digimon out of the original 7 is being recast, then it's not so bad. We're getting Tom Fan back, we're getting Kirk Thornton, we're getting Jeff Nimoy, we're getting Martin Klein, we're getting Anna Garduno, we're getting Laura Summer. As far as the Digimon lineup's concerned, we've nothing to be upset about, but the human casting is so skewed that I just don't know what to make of it right now. But tell me, guys, down below, give me your thoughts on it. What do you think? Where do you think it's going to go? And are you looking forward to any of the new voices? Do you despise any of the new voices? Drop a comment down below. We'll talk about it, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thanks for sticking with me again in part 2 of this, and I'll have new Pokemon Academy Life content and new Zelda Link's Awakening content going up very soon, so stay tuned for that. All the best, take care, and as soon as we know any further news on Tai and Biyomon, of course I'm going to be reporting on that. So take care, like the video, subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll talk to you all soon. Have a great night. And we